This is Trabr. We're creating the technology and the ecosystem for everything building. We're creating a market network which boasts a marketplace and a mobile-first, cloud-based suite of project control tools for builders, consumers, trades, suppliers, for everybody. All on a smartphone, all remote, all mobile, all for building. This is Trabr, and this is a building conversation. So g'day, we're here today with Dave Henson from Renxtend. G'day Dave, how are you?
Yeah, good, Tony. Yourself?
Yeah, fantastic. Thanks for making the time, I really appreciate it. So let me ask you a strange one. It's not philosophical, but I think it's really, really important. What's the thing that you're most passionate about being a builder?
I think delivering a product to a client and seeing their face at the end of the job, There's nothing better than that. You know, when you see their face and they're like, oh wow, from what, especially in a renovation, they've got a crappy old house and you renovate it to something that's really impressive, and to see their face, and they just go, wow, this is just excellent. This is not what we couldn't even imagine this. That's what I enjoy about being a builder. The look on their face. I can get it completely. So look, jumping topics completely. Even though I touched on it a little bit before, but you couldn't have written a script about this year. No. 2020 has just been absolute and alternate universe. But I guess in that regard, given all that we've endured as individuals and as a population, how different is life today for Dave and Renxtend and your team compared to, say, this time last year? I don't think it's changed a great deal. You have all those protocols in place for this COVID-19. Lucky my business isn't in Melbourne. The answer would be a lot different. The government done a great job to keep it isolated and have kept us working, which is great. So business side, not a great deal. Customers, a lot harder to engage. They're price checking a lot more. They're a bit worried about spending the money at the moment, I think. Especially on high price items, which totally agree. If I was in their vote, I'd be doing the same. Business-wise, not a great deal, but consumer, it has changed a bit. So it's a bit more work for me to engage. But once you engage, you get the trust. There's not a problem.
And for your team and your subcontractors and those sort of things and your trades, has there been any much impact across that?
No.
Across your people and your suppliers?
No, not really. Suppliers, we did have a few issues getting a few products out of Melbourne. But supply-wise, no. China, there was a couple of products that come out of China, but there's delays on those normally anyway, so we weren't overly concerned. Didn't hold jobs up. People working for me are all great. They understand. I sat down and talked to them about what the issues are and what could happen. Explain to them that their job's secure, not to worry about that sort of stuff. So at the end of the day, no, I don't. It didn't really affect my employees' trades or anything a great deal.
Thank God for that.
Yeah.
So you were talking to me earlier about the fact that you engage with a lot of people across the industry and regular catch-ups and breakfasts and this sort of thing. From all that engagement that you have with people in the industry, what's the view, the general perspective on the future of the building sector at the moment? If you can condense it.
Look, I think the biggest concern with builders in the building industry is not clients, it's not suppliers, it is actually regulations, and the home builder's warranty is the biggest issue that everyone has as a builder. Having an insurance company tell you how much you can earn, how much your job is worth. There's no other area, I don't think, in business that has an insurance company telling you how much you can earn and how much work you can do. That's the biggest thing in the industry at the moment, and that's the biggest thing people talk about, builders talk about.
And talk about it to the extent that it's not just an issue, or is it bigger than that, or is it a challenge to their businesses?
It's a challenge to the business. You've got these, companies, building companies that can be started like that. Bang, I've got a building company, and these are these people that are building these high-rise buildings at the moment, and you see them on the news, you hear all these issues. That's the problem in the building industry at the moment, is they're dragging everyone else down. Not saying they're all bad. There are probably some good builders out there, but predominantly they're
But
the
everyone
ones.
gets tarred with the same brush.
Yeah, like when you can start a company, finish the job, shut the company down. That's why the home builder's warranty is struggling at the moment, because of these companies that do this.
Yeah.
And it's it doesn't bother them, but it's the little guys like myself and the others that have got to pick that up, and have got to. And at the end of the day, it goes back to the consumer, because they're the one paying the insurance.
Yeah.
So that needs to be regulated and looked at a lot better. They're trying. I know they're trying, but it really is a hard part of the business.
So do you think that the regulatory environment that's in the throes of being changed so much again right now because of what the Building Commission is doing?
Yes.
Is that going to make it better for the consumer, or is it just going to make it harder for the builder, the building game, and the builders in it?
Short-term pain, long-term gain. Down the track, they're going to work it out. They're going to get it better. The insurance companies will work it out. The Commission are now looking at the private certifiers and those sort of things. There probably are some dodgy private certifiers that take,
there's dodgy people in every sector, but the majority are not.
There is, that's right. The majority aren't. Like I've got great certifiers that work with me, and they don't let you get away with anything, but you don't want to.
No, exactly.
You're delivering a product. If I deliver something that's bad, I'm not going to get used.
No, exactly.
And that's the problem for us.
You want people to come back, and they won't come back they won't refer, they won't recommend.
No. So I think that they're getting it worked out, but it's going to take a while, and it's just trying to get rid of the dodgy builders out there that are bringing us down.
What do they call them? The phoenixes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if they could remove them from the industry completely, it'd be a huge benefit for everybody else.
Definitely.
Listen, that was really interesting. I really appreciate your time. Thanks for answering the questions. It's been really, really valuable. Dave Henson from Renxtend, thanks again.
No worries. Thanks, Tony. Cheers.